Okay, thank you everybody for coming to the virtual Living Room Art on the Heights. I just want to start by acknowledging that this event is taking place on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Coast Salish peoples, Squamish, Stolo, Tsleil-Waututh, and Musqueam nations. Wherever you may be tuning in from, we encourage you to think about the land on which you are situated and your relationship to it. We want to send a big thank you to the Vancouver Foundation and the Burnaby Neighbourhood House for their support through the Responsive Neighbourhood Small Grant Initiative, which has allowed us to make this event happen. I'm sure there'll be a lot of more thanks later, but I just wanted to send a big thank you to Junwen Perez Verti. She's the the force behind all of this, and without this, it would not have happened. And her husband Ashwini are doing all the technical work in the background. So we'll see them at the end for sure. Hopefully not during the middle, because that might mean that something terrible has gone wrong. But as Junwen said, my name is Sharon Ramsey. We were lucky enough to host the second of 5 in-person pop-up living room art in the Heights. And today I'm just going to be hosting the living room part of this event. A couple of housekeeping things. Junwen did say that these meetings are being recorded, so please turn off your camera if you don't want to be seen, and just send a note in the chat from the main page. The homepage is where you enter all of the rooms. Feel free to enter and leave the rooms at any time and drop in again later to see what's new. Be sure to click on the Leave Meeting before you navigate back to the homepage. Also remember to have your mic muted when you enter a room, please. The artist may choose to invite comments during the presentation or have a dedicated Q&A period. So use the chat window to ask questions and to connect with other attendees. And if you like what you see, give the artist a big thumbs up. Make yourself at home, help yourself to snacks and a drink, and settle in for a wonderful evening. So now, welcome to the living room. This is where you'll be able to hear a variety of live performances, and a few films will be shown as well. We're excited to announce that we'll be having an after party as well. This will be hosted by DJ Kellyanne Rath, one of the musicians that's performing tonight. So if you do leave this room, make sure to come back after 9 o'clock for the after party. Okay, so let's get started in this room. We are honored to have an early supporter and a great advocate for art in Burnaby, the MLA for Burnaby North, Janet Rutledge, who will share some opening remarks with us.
Thank you, Sharon. I too want to acknowledge that I'm located here on the traditional unceded territory of the Coast Salish people, the Hakamayman and Squamish speaking people. And I want to thank you for inviting me to say a few words to introduce this historic occasion. I say it's historic because we're living through a time that is acutely momentous as any time in recent memory. We're at a turning point where the decisions we make today, be they individual decisions or collective decisions, will determine what our future looks like. And I say that Living Room Art in the Heights, the virtual edition, is historic because by choosing not to be defeated by the pandemic, by choosing to embrace the new normal, you and all of the organizers have created something new, a new way of bringing our community together. Now, some of you have heard me quote the poet Shelley, who said that poets are the unacknowledged legislators of the world. Well, I would paraphrase him to say that those who create are the unacknowledged legislators of the world. And right now, we need artists more than ever. We need people who are not afraid of a blank canvas, who are willing to put brush to canvas or aim a camera or pick up a musical instrument or in any other way create something new and beautiful. And I believe that creativity is something that we can all find in ourselves. And to deny or to inhibit our creativity is kind of like telling a 2-year-old, well, you should forget about talking or walking because, you're just not very good at it. And it's always made me sad when I hear people say, I don't have an artistic bone in my body. Well, as we slowly emerge from the pandemic, those words not only make me sad, they make me a bit fearful. Because if we don't challenge our ability to be creative, we will be tempted to return to the way things used to be. And the way things used to be did not work for all of us. And I'm reminded that during the pandemic, frontline services came together in a way they never had before in Burnaby to find shelter for the homeless so they could safely socially distance. I was part of a multi-party committee that set up a provincial network of volunteers who shopped and did other tasks for vulnerable seniors living alone. And there are thousands of them. And the North Burnaby Neighborhood House is serving through its food bank so many more families who are struggling to feed their families than we knew lived amongst us. So no, the old normal did not work for them. And if the pandemic has taught us anything, that if it doesn't work for them, it doesn't work for the rest of us. So again, I want to thank Union and Grant and everyone else who helped to organize this for being bravely creative. And may other groups who haven't figured out yet how to adapt to the new normal, may you be an inspiration by your example. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Janet. That was wonderful. Now we move on to the live performances. We are happy to introduce Lisa Sahati, a singer, songwriter, producer, and multi-instrumentalist. With an Albanian background from her hometown in Kosovo, she's now based in Vancouver. She strives to bring something new to the table as a result of being immersed in both cultures. She's singing us her original composition, Ego, in her native language.
Hi.
Sorry. Hang on a second. Sorry.
Right.
I'm just trying to give you the spotlight. Where is she? Lisa. Sorry.
Alphabetically, she's not there under Lisa.
Yes. Sorry. Oh, she's up here somewhere. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, there she is.
Okay. No, sorry. You are in the spotlight. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Perfect.
Thank
Oh,
you.
good. All right. So this is Ego. It's not released yet. It's going to be released next week. So yeah, here we go. Kur jena kon fmi, kemi dy veç murit. Kujtes kemi pas për para qa o ty na prit. Fake validation, no destination. All you want is ego inflation. You feel like Hawaii, but I don't want no vacation. I'm outside, still feels like isolation. You talk big for someone who's scared of confrontation. I used to look at you with admiration. Natë njerës po pinë, se s'po din që shmu Ditë njerës po rinë, veç po rinë, e për syrin kojshin. Natë njerës po pinë, se s'po din që shmu Ditë njerës po rinë, veç po rinë, e për syrin kojshin. Natë njerës po pinë, ditë njerës po rinë, diçka tjetër më pos po ti. Futja flis, futja fnis, futja burit, tam që s'di me palu këmish. Se s'kom lyv kur shumë pe i hynis, veç me ma thoni krin t'liris. S'po ta hek mërsin, keq mundi po qten, po je qutër e na kem na ta kalume. Qut po pa vedje po ren, hek me vish vetës jashten, me njerës po me vetje e den, por i lindri jo për fundem. Rilindje, me jo për fundem. Se nëse ki tjetër shëllim, kështë veç fillim. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening. And thank you so much for having me. It was an honor. And the song is going to be available on all platforms next week. So I hope you guys tune in to it.
Thank you so much, Lisa. That was wonderful. Really wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay. Now we have Kellyanne Rath, a musician and producer. Originally from Houston, Texas, he moved to Vancouver 6 years ago, and that's when he started getting interested in producing music. He's currently a student of the music production program at Burnaby North High School, and he's the host of Vibe Check radio show at CJSF 90.1 FM, broadcasting Tuesdays at 3 p.m. He's singing his own produced song, Scared.
Hello, everyone. My name is Collin Rath. I've already been introduced. I thought I'd introduce myself again. Okay, so let's get right into it. You showed me the worst, I couldn't hold it. Should've ended quicker, but it wouldn't. The fighting was for so long, understood it. I understood it. I felt so lonely, never felt the movement. Feeling stuck, I really felt like losing. Losing all and ending all I shouldn't. Never do it. And I should have ended it sooner. Alive. Wish I never had told ya. So give me your, give me your, give me your, give me your love. Don't you waste my time. Find this place like way before. Don't you lose your mind if you hear me calling. If you hear me calling, it means I found the truth. Give me your, give me your, give me your, give me your love. Don't you waste my time. Find this place like way before. Don't you lose your mind if you hear me calling. If you hear me calling, it means I found the truth. Give me your, give me your, give me your, give me your love. Don't you waste your time. Find this place like way before. Don't you lose your mind. You hear me calling. You hear me calling. It means I found the truth. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kellyanne.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. That song's also unreleased, but I don't know when I'm gonna release it, so no date yet on that. But thank you, everyone, for watching. And I'm out.
That's great. Thank you so much, Kellyanne. That was just so, you're so talented. Next, we have Hallelujah Hailu, a singer-songwriter who likes pasta and has had a love of performing since she could talk. She's won Burnaby's Got Talent, and like Kellyanne and Lisa, she's the host of the Vibe at Vibe Check radio show at CJSF 90.1 FM. She is going to be singing her original composition, Commercial Drive.
Hi, this Commercial Drive, it will be out in a couple of weeks on most streaming platforms. Have a tattoo on your fingertips, I'll fade away soon, but it's okay, you can fix me up whenever you like. You know I'm surely not the type to bother you. I don't bother you, right? Your new boyfriend is just my type, but he loves you when I'm not that bright. I'll paint you a brand new perspective, and it makes me wanna punch out this light. I'm getting closer and closer to building up, to talking to you, but no one wants to pay attention. My idea's coming to get it priced out my postal code, so I'm finding me a brand new home in between your eyes and brain. I'm a tattoo on your fingertips, sticking pulled by a friend that hates everything I do. I know it's not 'cause I'm new. I drink my soda flat, I text back too quickly. But in the end of all of that, I really thought you saw past all of it. You clearly didn't. At the end of everything, you stick and poke away from me. No matter what I do, I always find myself somewhere with or without you. With or without you. With or without you, I gotta switch trains. La da 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 da. Thank you. That was Commercial Drive. Check out Vibe Check this Tuesday. And we broadcast every week. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Hallelujah. That was a lovely song. I really enjoyed that. Okay,
Have a
so
good night, everyone.
we're going to move to a film now. The following film, As Stillness Evaporates, is part of a series created by filmmaker Junwen Perez-Verti in collaboration with dancers around the world. This particular film was created with the dancer Silene Razo. Silene is based in Vancouver, but due to the quarantine, Junwen and Silene collaborated remotely to create this film, inspired by an observation of light reflecting on the vapor coming out of a kettle. Let's play it. Thank you, Junwen and Silene. That was a lovely film. Beautiful, beautiful dancing. Okay, now we will move to introduce Carrie Poval and Ron Yuken, the Celtic duo Roke. Carrie is a classical flute player that enjoys exploring a range of contemporary, fusion, Celtic jazz, and classical music with her flute. Ron plays bodhran and guitar with a member of the South African band Celtis. Ron has played as a guest bodhran player with the Hairy-Legged Lentil Eaters. In his spare time, he's a geologist, hobby botanist, and interprets radical sound structure in bird life. They will entertain us for the next 20 minutes. Enjoy.
Ron is joining, just give him a second. Ron, you have to unmute yourself. You are muted. You're still muted.
You can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yep, we can hear you now.
Oh, great. Yeah, cool. Just making sure that we're in the right spot. Okay.
You're good. Go ahead.
Okay, we've introduced you, so you can go ahead.
Okay, awesome.
Yes,
That's great.
thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, great. Yeah, so we're going to play you a couple of Celtic tunes. And I'm Kerry, this is Ron.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, so the first couple of tunes, it's the Autumn Child, followed by Heaton Chapel. And Autumn Child is written by Brendan O'Hagan and Heaton Chapel by Kevin Crawford.
Celtic here.
Yeah. So,
Great, thank you.
Yeah, so we went up to the area just past Port Alberni, and I composed this piece up there. It's called Somas River, and we're going to follow that by Lord Mayo, which is a cool little trad tune.
hi.
That's lovely.
I don't know what the sound is like, but
The sound is great. It's really wonderful. Are you going to keep going? Yeah, great. Okay.
right. Yeah, let me introduce the next bunch of tunes. The first one's called Wind Broke, and that's followed by The Waterbed. I think both are Irish tunes. The first one particularly written by quite a famous Irish whistle and flute player called Michael McGoldrick.
Thank
Wonderful.
Yeah, so we're moving on now. This is a really cute little tune called Jazaic, and it's a Breton tune by the Breton guitarist Giles Lebigot. And that is followed by another tune called Granny, Hold the Candle While I Shave the Chicken's Lips. So here we go. Okay, now it goes on to Granny one.
Wonderful.
We're going to move on to two tunes. One is called Fred Finns, and then it moves on to Music in the Glen.
Just got to retune now.
Ron's just retuning. Now to Dad Gad.
D, okay.
Drop D. Okay. Okay.
is a combination of Spanish and French Celtic tunes, and yeah, a set of three. It's just a three tune again.
The name of this set is called Midnight in Avil, and it was made famous by the band Lunaster.
Okay. Hope you enjoyed
It's
that.
the end of our set, and it's been nice to see all the different faces popping up there.
It's been amazing. There's lots of comments in the group chat as well, just about how lovely the music is. Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun.
Great.
Well, thanks for coming into
Yes.
this room while we've been playing.
There's also an open mic part at the end if you, depending on if you have any other songs you wanted to play.
Great.
But
That's
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
it's been great to be with
Yeah.
you guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cheers.
Bye. Okay, that was lovely. Thank you to Carrie and Ron. We're going to move to the second film of the series, As Stillness Evaporates. This time it features the dancer Lindsay McGill. She's based in Houston, Texas. And the film was created using the same vapor video that Jun Wen used with Celine. So, but you'll see Lindsay's interpretation now. Let's play it. That was a great film. Junwen and Lindsay, hi. Lindsay, that was lovely dancing, and Junwen, you're a wonderful filmmaker. For the last scheduled live performance, we have Julia Ramsey. She has always loved singing and music, and last year she participated in the music production program at Burnaby North, and she will be singing the song that she wrote in that program. And she also happens to be my daughter, so she's just going to step in right now.
So hi, like my wonderful mother said, I'm Julia, and I'm gonna sing a song that I wrote last year, and it's called Over Again, and it's about my grandmother who has dementia, and the way I describe it is it's about me coming to terms with the fact that I'll never again have a conversation with my grandmother where she remembers who I am. You were never going to grow old. I thought your mind couldn't fold. I thought when you looked at me, you would now and always see a face you know, but a haze would grow, and I see nothing but confusion. So I have to say hi there, it's nice to meet you. I swear that I've seen you before, and while I know it's been a few, I think you should know me too. You don't think so? Never mind. I can deal with that in kind. I'll be just fine, hide my teeth as they grind. I'll meet you all over again. But would you just at least tell me that you'll be at peace? Constant in the summer breeze. Tell me, for you'll surely go. That is something we both know. Far out of reach, fled from thought and speech. Be the person I think I've forgotten. Hi there, it's nice to meet you. I swear that I've seen you before, and while I know it's been a few, I think you should know me too. You don't think so? Never mind. I can deal with that in kind. I'll be just fine, hide my teeth as they grind. I'll meet you all over again. Why don't you see me? Why don't you know me? Why won't you leave and just let me move on? How could I say that? You don't deserve that. Stay as long as you want so that I can still say hi there, it's nice to meet you. I swear that I've seen you before, and while I know it's been a few, I think you should know me too. You don't think so? Never mind. I can deal with that in kind. I'll be just fine, hide my teeth as they grind, and I'll meet you all over again.
That was amazing, Julia. I know that Mom would be really, really proud of what an amazing singer and musician you are. Okay, so sorry. So thank you, everyone. This was was it for the scheduled performances in Living Room Art in the living room. We're going to have an open mic now. If anyone has something to say, or they'd like to sing or recite a poem, etc., please raise your hand. And when I call on you, unmute your mic, and I'll make you the spotlight. Thank you. Also a reminder, you're welcome to leave the meeting and join another room through our website's main page. But do remember to come back at 9 o'clock for the after party in the living room here. We also want to thank again the Vancouver Foundation, the Burnaby Neighborhood House for their support through the Responsive Neighborhood Small Grant Initiative, which has allowed us to make this event happen. And all the individuals that contributed, the organizers and behind the scenes tech support, Ashwini Rath and Juen Perez-Berti, the artists, Grant Withers, Tammy Klein, Dawn Rivera, Diane Yard, Carolyn Sullivan, Carrie Poval, Ron Yucan, Leith Davis, Rob McGregor, Marilyn Nort, Dave Holloway, Philomena Jordan, Lisa Sahati, Hallelujah, Hailu, Julia Ramsey, and Kalyan Rath, all of you for attending as well. So if anybody's interested in putting their hand up for the open mic, then